Everybody, welcome back to another week of Bush League Geek. We're excited. A lot of stuff going on this week. We're going to let y'all know. Hope everyone enjoys it. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Check out our website. Want to let you know that in 3 weeks, we're going to be at a geek gathering. Is it 3 weeks? The 18th, I think?
What is today?
It's the 16th.
Today is the 16th, so exactly in a month.
A month.
And 2 days-ish.
We will be at the Geek Gathering in Sheffield, Alabama.
Live.
Really excited about that because they're going to have the Road Warrior there.
Like literally
then,
Tom Hardy's going to be there?
Yes. No.
Well, technically, the Road Warrior would be Mel Gibson, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't that be
It's the bad guy from Mad Max.
Oh, that guy.
Oh, the guy with
That guy.
with the face implant?
Oh, so that one...
The Mohawk guy from the original.
Wow, how old is that guy?
Are you talking about Toe Cutter?
Sir, we mean if you listen.
You said the original, right? So you're talking about Toe Cutter?
Well, okay.
Yes.
If we're talking about the original, we're talking about Mad Max.
Mad Max 2.
No, that's
Okay,
Road
cool.
Warrior.
Vernon Wells.
That's the second
Vernon
one.
Wells. Thank
Alright,
you.
cool.
Good.
We're just over here Bush League and everything.
Hey,
Bush League.
We are Bush League Geek,
That is
everybody.
the best.
Okay.
So we're going to start out on
He's in Guardians.
letting you guys know about that, and we're going to start with the last news we'll ever talk about for Fantastic Four.
Which is probably a lie, because it's going to come out on DVD eventually.
We're going to be done beating that dead horse.
And I love dead horses.
I think that dead horse
What
is
dead
probably
horse?
beat to the Fantastic
We
Four
get to-
debacle.
It's just terrible. Let's just
We
go
get
ahead.
to kick the shit out of that dead
Let's just
horse.
go ahead and bitch about it for a little bit and then move on.
Sounds like a good idea.
For 35 minutes.
So basically, some news came out where the director and Miles Teller, basically got chest to chest and was saying, "Hey, bro, throw a punch, bro." I hate everyone in this group.
Yeah, so basically, Josh Trank.
Yeah.
Josh Trank and Miles Teller got into it on set. Apparently, Josh Trank, I think, got into it with a lot of people, though. From what I gathered, he was a dick.
From the report. He treated Kate Mara like shit because he didn't want her playing Sue.
Well, and apparently he literally fought Miles Teller chest to chest, and they were just waiting for each other to throw blows. But what's ironic about that is that it's said that he really fought to get Miles Teller on the set for that shit, for that movie.
That's
Yeah,
what
'cause
blew
the
my mind
studio-
because he wanted him so bad on
Yeah,
it.
Fox didn't want him.
Yeah, and apparently, now Miles Teller apparently is. Rumor has it he's kind of rough to work with anyway,
Right.
because he does have that smart ass tone, kind of like you, man.
Yeah, and...
Oh, so you're saying I'm hard to work with?
No, that's exactly what I'm saying in a very nice way.
Good. I just like to keep you on your toes.
That's all it is.
Build those calf muscles.
But apparently the smart-assness kind of got out of hand, back and forth, and yeah, it made it worse. So I can only imagine what that made.
Could
Could you imagine that happening on like day 2 and you have to spend months with these people?
Well, he's not that big of an actor to be trying to bitch and call the shots, though.
Well, Miles Teller has actually done really well in the past couple years.
Yeah, he's
Really
starting to
well.
come up, yeah.
We talked about that last week. He came up quick.
Yeah, that movie
then he
Whiplash
signed for this piece
did a
of
lot
crap.
of good for him.
Yeah, but I think he had a lot of faith in the director, and they thought that it was going to be good. Now, I did see also before we started the show today, I did see where apparently the budget got chopped by like $20 million, and that possibly caused an issue.
And the script
It went from
cut,
like 150 to 120 or 130, and apparently with
Which
that
you
extra
could
$20 million,
still
you
make
could.
a really good movie with that budget.
Which,
That's still a huge
personally,
budget.
I think if they had budget constraints, maybe they should just save a little CG time and put some pants on the thing.
Some
saying,
actual
You're stuck on
pants.
that part.
Doing a
aren't you?
CG crotch like that's got to take up some extra time on those renderers, you know.
You know, and I was thinking about that. What are the psychological effects of that character? I mean, first of all, you look like this giant rock creature, but you don't have a dick anymore?
Well, what I want to know is, The way they made
I would go insane.
So the way they did it in the movie, like the rocks clung to him as they were teleporting back to our dimension. So they make it seem as if they just fused to his currently existing body, which makes me believe that his penis is still in there.
So
does he just like rub the front of the rock and like, yeah?
But wasn't he a small?
Can't get blood from a stone.
Literally.
Wasn't it the dude that played in Jumper though? Like he was a small dude, right?
Yeah.
And the thing is like a big rock.
Well, I've already said that this whole bullshit. They made them kids. There was no need to make them kids. Reed Richards was fucking gray. He had the gray on his temples.
Gray streaks.
That's like one of his signature things. Yeah. The whole premise of the movie just makes me want to gouge parts of bodies.
So that's all we're going to talk about as far as that goes until probably it gets released with, like Matt said, some sort of bundle deal to try to get some sales out of DVDs.
Oh, they're gonna have to come out with like hours upon hours of unreleased footage. I'm talking uncut everything, so we can.
I wonder if they'll just release a script with it.
Yeah,
maybe if they just come out with like
the parts of the script that
you know how they always right. You know how they come out with like the director's cut.
Yeah.
Redeem yourself, bitch. Make a director's cut. You dare tweet some bullshit like if they had let me make my version of the movie, it would have been better. Show us your version.
My answer to that is, it takes more than just a studio telling the director what to do to make a pile of shit like that.
Right.
So let's jump in from that. We're going to go to our game section. We're going to go to our game section. There's a couple of cool things as far as games coming out. Resident Evil 2 Remake.
Yes!
I know
the best game of that entire series, because you play through it once. You can play just another. What is it? You got the cop and help me out. Help me out, people.
I've never played it.
I don't remember it.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I remember 3. I can remember 3 because that was my favorite.
the most terrible one.
See,
Well, 2 is one of the ones that actually introduced some of the more memorable characters, isn't it?
Yeah, because it's got it's not Chris. It's Leon and Chris's sister, Claire.
Right.
That's who they are.
I got this.
So you play through it once, and you can actually, if you play through the very first of the game without shooting a bullet and run through, you get to the police station, and you run down the side underneath the canopy, you will find one of the characters from the first game, and you unload all your ammo on him, and you get a special key to get different outfits and guns, and yeah. But yeah, you play through as Leon the first time, then you play through as Claire, and then once you play through both of their characters, you get to play another storyline, basically, because the game starts out, you start out on one side of the car, you go this way, and then all of a sudden you beat the game, and then you play it again, you start out on the other side of the car, you're like, oh, this is a whole new twist to the game, and then that's when it introduces Nemesis. Dear God, you couldn't beat that guy. You're like, oh, I'm gonna unload a rocket launcher at this guy like 5 times. He doesn't die. Yeah.
what? How cool was it sitting there playing Resident Evil 3 and all of a sudden, like, say you're playing at night, it's dark, and all of a sudden you hear stars.
Yeah.
That freaked me out when I was playing. I thought it was awesome.
The first one and the second one are the only 2 that I literally had to kind of play with somewhat of like lights on.
So you're excited with the remake?
Yes, I am very excited.
Because I think there was a game that we talked about in an earlier podcast that we were like, that they were remaking or rebooting or something.
I hope you're not talking about Final Fantasy VII because I'm stupid excited about
No,
that.
I think it's another one. I might be thinking of another group of people.
So you better watch your mouth, sir.
You have another group of people.
I might have another group.
You traitor.
And then for the other video game news, there was the announcement of Batman Arkham Knight. Is it Arkham Knight? Yeah, Arkham Knight.
This is the first I've heard of it. So
yeah, 1989 movie DLC preview. Basically, you're getting the Batman, like that original suit, or you're playing as that Batman. Mm-hmm. The original car. It's gonna be pretty sweet.
So is it gonna have like Jack Nicholson voice Joker?
Personally, I just wanted to have Michael Keaton breaking shit with a fire poker going, let's get crazy!
What are you crazy?
The DLC main features
Whenever
are
he did that, it reminded me of Beetlejuice.
Right.
Exactly.
which we'll get into that in a second.
Yeah, we will get in there.
It features the 89 Batsuit and Batmobile skins and tracks designed specifically to challenge the sleeker movie version of the Batmobile.
Oh, good God.
So that
That
I know
car
some
already drives like shit.
Exactly. That is one of the
it.
single most terrible things I think they brought in.
You get used to it. At least
you
it's
don't.
not.
Get used
Yeah,
to it.
man, you go through all the Joker. The Riddler trials, and you're a pro.
And you
Apparently-
know what I said with the Riddle Tries? Fuck this.
Hey, at least it's not. At least it's not Watch Dogs. Okay.
It almost is Watch Dogs.
So apparently it's available now.
Nope.
Or sorry. It'll be available August 18th for the season pass holders and August 25th for everybody else. So in 2 more days we can check it out.
Was that a price?
Well, if
I'm
you're
guessing-
a season pass holder, I'm assuming you get it
I
for free.
wouldn't have asked if I was
Probably,
season
I was gonna
pass.
say, if it's-
Why
I'm
you
guessing
would
it's
get
going to
it
be
after that,
14
I don't
bucks,
know.
just like everything else DLC wise.
Yeah, 15, 20 bucks, who knows?
So there's something to look
Pass.
forward to. So let's go to. We're going to segue this into shows.
What about Beetlejuice?
Yeah,
Sure,
speaking of
let's just
Beetlejuice,
say
yeah.
movies for a little bit because we got a lot of movie stuff to talk about.
Fine.
Shows. Should we talk about shows?
I can talk about shows all day.
Or we could talk, since we are talking about Michael Keaton, Beetlejuice, we
Yeah,
can make that
might
jump.
as well do that. Yeah, let's do
All right, we'll make that jump. So the announcement's
It's
been
called
Beetlejuice 2.
it's called,
Segue.
It's called Bush League for a reason.
Bush
Yes.
League
You're
Geek.
very Bush League today.
Yeah, we're proud of it. Yeah, Beetlejuice 2.
Beetlejuice 2?
With Michael Keaton and Winona Ryder.
You gotta say it
I'm
twice.
so excited.
I'm not saying it again. I think I said it, he said it. I'm
Yeah,
not.
can't say it.
Beetlejuice.
That's it. I think your railing just turned into a big giant snake.
Good.
So I mean, because that was one of my favorite movies growing up. So I can only imagine to see, because I don't think anybody could replicate Michael Keaton.
No. The cartoon,
No,
the cartoon was good too.
I'm
No, the
super
cartoon
excited that he's gonna be back in this though, and I hope they use more of him because in the original movie he's only in it there's around 20 minutes worth of footage with him in it.
Well, I guess what I want to know is how are they going to do it? Are they going to do it like, Winona Ryder's character is going to have kids of her own, and now she's in that house, and she's introducing them to the ghosts, or is she going to die?
That's a good question.
Will he still have his shrunken head?
Yeah, because at the end of the movie, yeah.
True.
Yeah, I thought about that.
I don't know. That's a good question because they're announcing all this stuff.
Maybe.
Oh, for instance, they're announcing Bad Boys 3 and 4.
3 and 4.
Well,
I'm super excited about that, but what the hell are they going to make the story about?
I don't know.
I'm gonna have to say one of the kids get kidnapped. One of Martin Lawrence's kids. They're gonna have to get taken.
Well, I was gonna say, how old are they gonna be?
At this point, they got jobs of their own.
I mean, are they gonna go into law enforcement or some type of government agency job?
Ooh, better yet, they can have one of his kids be a drug dealer, and he doesn't know it until he goes to bust him. Let's do that.
Yeah. Or maybe they got promotions because they did so good. And they changed fields, and now they're like FBI.
And they destroyed half of Miami.
Or
they cover more stuff.
Or maybe Martin Lawrence went all mace and decided to go be a pastor.
And Will Smith,
has to get him back on
I
the
can
horse.
see that
Will
somehow.
Smith is still puffy.
And still can't dance.
It still can't rap either. Stick to your movie career. Tell your son not to.
Oh god, that was. I think After Earth, that was all shot.
Well, I feel like I use this as an example way too often. I feel like it's Mark Wahlberg in Transformers.
Yeah.
You take
You
a
think
good
After
actor.
Earth could have been good?
I think it's a shitty script, a shitty movie, a shitty
Shitty
idea.
concept,
It was a good concept, just a shitty director. He tranked it.
Oh, is that a new term?
It's a new term.
Did you just coin a new term? Nice. So we got so there's Beetlejuice 2. So let's talk about other stuff possibly coming out.
Oh, let me say one thing about Beetlejuice too, as well. Just possible plot points. Like at the end of the movie, where he goes to the other side to get judged or whatever. Maybe this time around, he's doing some kind of redemption thing, and he's actually good like he was in the cartoons.
Yeah,
That's true.
a good point.
Yeah, and I don't know. I think it'd be more fun to see him like that, or I don't know. Maybe they
Do you
stick
think-
to him as a bad guy.
Do you think there'll possibly be any kind of cameo by Alec Baldwin?
That would be awesome.
I don't know.
Because
Yeah,
actually,
Alec
they were
Baldwin
like the
and
main
Gina Davis,
focus of
yeah.
the original movie. So
I mean, Gina Davis hadn't done anything like that.
it'd
so
be
maybe.
a little.
Mm.
It's a little hard to have Winona Ryder as the main character back in Beetlejuice and not have those two.
Yeah.
movies.
Speaking of Gina Davis, can we get a remake of Long Kiss Goodnight? Can we get a Long Kiss Goodnight
That's like
too?
the best thing she's ever done.
Such a
ever.
great movie.
Can we get a Long Kiss Goodnight again?
That was awesome. Sam Jackson's got to be in it too.
Right.
Just like he's in everything. I mean,
Yeah.
come
You
on.
tell them to suck my dick.
My favorite part was she's sitting there, she's just chopping shit up, and then she just throws a tomato and nails it up against the boards.
That's what chefs do.
Chefs do. So another reboot. Will Smith is going to be. There you go. From Bad Boys 2, 3 and 4 to Will Smith.
Segway.
He's going to be producing a revival of his sitcom, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Fresh Prince?
Fresh
Prince?
Prince?
Or
Fish pits.
Fresh Prince.
Asian version.
Hey, very nice.
Oh, that's racist.
In the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, wasn't?
Yes.
It
Maybe.
was a little bit stereotypical
I don't know that it
in
was.
some parts. I don't know.
Was it?
It was a good show. I mean, I'm just messing around. I was.
I don't know if you could exactly get away with that. If you could get away with that exact recipe today.
Well, it says it's looking to put a modern spin on the original fish out of water premise.
And if you think about it, Carlton was making fun of white people dancing.
Yeah. So does that mean if they're putting a modern spin on that same premise, does that mean we're not going to get like the same characters? Then is it just going to be something completely different?
Well, hell,
I don't see you can have the-
Uncle Phil's dead, isn't he?
Oh yeah, I think he did die.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
he
but-
died.
I mean, you've seen that. You've seen all the memes and shit that says, "You want to feel old? Think about this. Will Smith is now older than Uncle Phil was when he moved into his house," and all that bullshit. And
Damn.
you're like, well, why isn't Will Smith now Uncle Phil?
Yeah.
Well, because I think Uncle Phil, you have a big
Are you saying he has to be big?
possibility.
Yeah, but I don't see Will Smith going back to TV.
Now you're making people
You know what I'm
conform to
saying?
sizes.
Like, I don't-
I thought you didn't want to have to cosplay sizes.
No, but every time we talk about cosplay, you motherfuckers are like, oh hey, why don't you be Barf, big guy? Why don't you be Jabba the Hutt, big dude? Why
Nobody
don't you
said Jabba the Hutt. You
Nobody
said-
said
You
that.
said no,
I
I
said-
did.
I said be Slave
You did.
Leia.
Oh, Slave Leia.
Yeah, be
Yeah.
Slave Leia.
Y'all aren't ready for my midriff.
You can't handle my midriff.
You can be both. You could dress up like Slave Leia and paint your midriff to look like Boba the Fett. Sorry, did I say Boba the Fett? I just fucking said Boba the Fett.
Boba the Fett.
No, you're tied out now. I have messed up that one. You're
I have
tied out.
MC Chris in my head. You have to forgive me for that shit.
Boba the Fett.
Boba
Yeah,
the Fett.
you could be both and have a chain around your own neck.
Right, the
That's like, you know,
Jobby.
they should do
Correction.
when
Jabba
they do
the
the
Hutt.
when they do the Boba Fett movie. They should
That's
remix the Howard the Duck song and make it Boba the.
Have you
Fett.
never heard the MC Chris song?
I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
MCP pants.
Exactly.
CP fans.
It was on a. They did it with
I want candy, bubblegum and taffy.
it was what was it
All
Zack and-
copyrights are owned by the person who created that.
Yeah.
Zack and Miri make a porn. They play it. That's where they play
Or
it.
no, bro.
Or no.
Whatever.
It's like saying retard. You can't do that.
It's funnier though.
He's a retard.
Retard. He's a retard.
You,
So they're rebooting
you
all
and the
this stuff.
pastor
That's
on,
not
on
PC.
Family Guy have been saying porn wrong the entire time.
Well, it's on the line. Okay, that's all I know.
On the line? Is
It's
that
on
where
the
we
line.
get all of our information?
On the line
From the AOL?
from the Google. But no, so they're rebooting a lot of stuff from the '90s, like Boy Meets World.
Girl
Old
Meets World.
Girl.
man.
There you
That's
go, whatever.
Girl Meets World.
And
But
then-
what does it matter? Why can't it be androgynous person with no vagina or penis meets world?
Oh my gosh. You're onto something
We're
there.
talking about that. Yeah.
No, we're not talking about that because that's just gonna go.
Yeah,
straight.
it's but yeah, let's leave it alone.
So and they also are doing Fuller House,
He's a man.
which I'm wondering, like Fuller House, so are they going to
Wait,
show?
wait,
is it
what?
called Fuller House?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
called Fuller House.
Okay. I just want
Oh,
So-
yeah, I was about to
That
say, wait, what?
That doesn't-
So are they going to show like Bob Saget with a coke problem? Or-
I mean, Bob Saget has a coke problem.
That's what I'm saying.
Have you heard his stand up? That motherfucker's
Yes.
angry.
It's
Yeah.
so funny though. Like the first time you hear his stand up, you go in thinking, oh, he's going to be like a wholesome Bill Cosby.
No.
Well, what Bill Cosby?
I don't think
That's the
anybody
worst
wants to be
comparison.
like.
Yeah, I was
Bill
like, now,
Cosby.
that's
Now, I'm
Like,
sorry.
what I want to know is at what point did Bill Cosby stop becoming the comparison? Because now that you know the truth, you go back and you watch Eddie Murphy Raw and it completely changes it.
Exactly.
You can't go on there and say all that filth and flirt and filth,
I didn't say Phil Flar Phil. You can't.
but you can roofie him.
That's a good point, because didn't he call him on the phone
Yes.
or something? And
And then he called Richard Pryor and he said,
In front of
"You
the
tell
people."
that popsicle eating motherfucker that I said to Coke and have a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up."
He's like, did they laugh? Yeah. Shut the fuck up.
But you hear Bob Saget's first his first stand up, and like I said, you go in and it takes 2 minutes, and he just starts going on about the raunchiest cussing going on, and you're like,
It's almost like he wants to say, you know what? I know you guys know me as the dad on Full House, but fuck you all.
And what he's saying is, roast. All of you can suck my $1 million dick.
Right.
so there's all those reboots and everything. So now let's get into, I guess the biggest thing that happened was the D23 Expo.
D23 Expo had a bunch of cool stuff. Personally, one of my favorite things that I've been looking forward to, because it comes out in just a couple weeks, is all of the Infinity stuff, the Infinity 3.0 stuff. Like, the reveal of all the molded characters that they showed, and I'm super excited to get my own Hulkbuster. But also all the Star Wars stuff. There's...
Yeah, Death Star trumps Hulkbuster.
Oh,
Yeah.
so I had to pre-order the Infinity 3.0 starter pack
Gotta do
with the
that.
Star Wars saga because I wanted Luke, I wanted Leia, I
Boba Fett.
wanted
Boba Fett.
Boba Fett that you can't get yet,
It's that Star
Boba
Destroyer.
Fett.
Yeah.
and the Star Destroyer, not Star Destroyer, the Death Star Star Destroyer. What you talking about?
I wonder how long it take you to correct me. You've been busting everybody's shit today.
I like busting
Sandy
shit.
speaks.
So
Anyways.
D23, so the Infinity stuff.
Yes.
A bunch of cool. I didn't see any of that, but apparently it, like you said, it was a lot of cool figures.
Yeah, they showed a lot of the concept molds where they basically essentially printed out what they were going to make the molds look like. And myself, I have a lot of the Infinity characters already, as you can see behind you there, behind Cody. I have everything from Captain America to Wreck-It Ralph to Mike Wazowski to Woody. I love the Infinity characters. The first game was okay. The second game was actually really cool with the Marvel characters and all
Yeah, I
that.
played that with my niece.
Yeah, and the third one looks amazing. So I'm super excited about that.
Yeah, and I will be buying. I'm going to go to GameStop and pre-order that the Star Wars. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'll play that with you.
And speaking of Star Wars, the announcement
Like,
of a freaking Star Wars theme park
In both.
Yeah, both
in
of them.
both
it's
Disney World and
Disney World and
It's
Disneyland.
from what I read, it's the biggest attraction at Disney World, Disneyland now. And future FY, if I ever get married again, I'm getting married there.
A Millennium Falcon. Like that's.
You can actually pilot that. Yes. John Grimm lives there. This is on the record. I'm going to get John Grimm a Wookiee outfit, and we're going to go as Han and Chewie.
That's awesome.
That would be
That's
awesome.
Because I mean, John, he's already got a Han Solo costume, but he's taller than me, so essentially he'll be Chewbacca.
Speaking of piloting something, went to Dave & Buster's this past weekend.
I did too.
Did you see the pod?
Yes, and some kid was in it the whole time I was there.
Oh, I totally got in there and played it.
What is it?
I want
They
to be like,
have a Dave & Buster's exclusive Battle Pod arcade game. This thing is like maybe 3 feet deep. It's one of the thinnest sit-in arcade systems I've ever seen. But it's a dome in front of you that engulfs your
All
vision.
around you.
Yeah, all of your vision in what's seemingly I don't know, maybe a 4-foot cube, 3 or 4 foot cube, IMAX. Like if you had your own personal IMAX, this would be it. But it's this little pod game that you sit down in, and you have a throttle control and a joystick, and you pilot either a snow speeder, an X-wing,
Indoor
what
thing. Yeah.
What are the speeders from Indoor?
Nice.
the bikes. Speeder bikes. Thank you. But they have all the different scenarios, and you basically play through what you see in the movie, and where you don't wholly control your steering, you do control what you're looking at, what you're shooting at. It's not like unlimited laser blast.
So basically, it drives itself, kind of, and you're just shooting stuff around.
Right, but it actually feels right. Like when you put the throttle forward and you go faster, it looks like you're going faster, and it has like a little air jet that blows on your face.
Wind.
Yeah, so you speed up and you feel it a little bit, which is dumb because it's like, but it's still you get giddy about it because if you think about it, if you're in an X-wing, you're in space.
Yes.
You're not going to feel the wind on your face.
Like, oh shit, I got a leak! I'm about to die.
And I'm pretty sure
if you had a leak in space,
I'm pretty sure the airflow would be the other way around.
Exactly.
Yeah, like
we're not scientists or anything, but no, I will say that was really cool. And if they can pull anything, obviously they can do anything like that in Disney World.
Yeah.
I am super excited to see what they do with that.
Yes, flying the Millennium Falcon.
Because if they can do any, like when they revamped Star Tours a couple of years ago, I've gone on that since they redid it. Star Tours was awesome before. Star Tours is even better now. I can only imagine with the budget they have, with the rights that they have, with everything, what all they can do in their own designated theme park.
And then they do have a Star Wars themed cruise. Have y'all seen that?
I have not.
Yes, it's going to be a Star Wars themed cruise. I don't have the money for any of this, but I will find a way to make it all happen.
GoFundMe. Start a GoFundMe.
So
Like, I just really want to go. Y'all help me out.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, I just want to go to this really bad. Help me out.
You know what? It's better than some of these girls that are like,
Yes.
I don't want to spend money, but I'll send you pictures if you'll pay for stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
I need to move
maybe you can
across
do
the
fuck
country.
it. Do topless pictures. I don't care.
So there's
Well, you're talking
That-
about D23. You got to
D23.
talk about George Lucas's induction as a Disney legend.
Yes, he is the man.
Never ever worked for the
I'm
company.
about to say he's a Disney legend.
He is a Disney legend.
Yes. Hasn't, yeah, like he said, hasn't even worked for him, but like sold his company, and now he's...
He is a Disney legend.
Yes.
I mean, they kind of have to do that though, because Star Wars is like gonna be huge for Disney. I mean, it's already
That's
huge,
what I'm saying. He already
and
put-
he
he-
created it. So.
Maybe that's why he's a legend. He put in
Well,
all the work,
yeah.
and they're just like, "Hey, give us the
I
money
think
now."
that's... I mean, me and Santi talked about this in a chat that we have, and literally, he sold Disney, or he sold Star Wars to Disney because he was like, fuck it, I don't feel like doing this anymore. I've built it up. Y'all just take the reins and...
Yeah, because he
Disney.
gave the money away.
He
Didn't
gave all of the money to his charity.
It's like $4 billion.
$4.2
Yes.
billion.
So he's like, yep, I'm giving you all the reins, and Disney will not let it die.
Well,
Ever.
it looks like they actually introduced a few Disney legends at this D23 Expo. They did George Lucas, Johnny Depp, composer Danny Elfman, and All My Children star Susan Lucci. What that has to do with Disney, I don't know. Maybe they own the company
They
that
must.
had that.
They must own that.
Anyways, point being, George Lucas and Johnny Depp. All right.
He
Johnny,
also,
I could see Johnny Depp.
Right.
George
Yeah.
Lucas also, during his speech at Disney Legends, he announced that Goofy was the inspiration for Jar Jar.
Well, that makes sense. Well, apparently, Johnny Depp hadn't had any public appearances since last year's Hollywood Awards, and he got on stage and said, I don't know why I'm here.
Perhaps since we're talking about Johnny Depp, we can segue.
Segway? What?
Pirates
What's
of the
that?
Caribbean.
Yes.
Are we actually becoming a professional podcast show? Are we segueing properly now?
No, if we keep saying Segway.
Yeah, the news for Pirates, the new Pirates movie, Orlando Bloom and Joffrey Rush is confirmed to be in it.
Yep.
So I'm excited. I love those movies. Like
I do too.
I'm kind of upset that they didn't make one up until now.
Well-
the last one...
Yeah.
I mean, I know you don't want to keep it. I know you don't want to
alright,
kind of
but-
weird out, but
Well, the thing is, all the way up to 3, they were okay. And then you got to 4, and you were like, this... On Stranger Tides felt forced.
Yeah.
It just seemed like it didn't belong.
yeah.
I mean, they left it open. because I mean that one dude got taken away by the mermaid. So you gotta think about that. The guy that died or supposedly died, and the mermaid saved him. You remember that?
Brooks,
Yes.
I do remember.
I'm distracted. Brooks is taking pictures
I know,
over
it's
here.
weird.
I don't get it. So, yeah, to me, the fourth one it just almost felt forced because, you know, they had the trilogy and it was fine. They didn't really need to continue that. They didn't need to make it a quadrilogy, anything of that sort. And the fourth one didn't really tie in with the others, other than the characters themselves. But it'll be interesting to see if they try to do the fifth one on the back of the fourth one, or if they try to do more of an original story with it.
No.
Here's a cool little, FYI, little information drop right here. Did you know that Johnny Depp, he based Jack Sparrow?
Off of Keith Richards, yes. We all knew.
Sorry.
That's why
Well,
Keith Richards
in that.
in the
Was it-
movie
it was in
as
his
his
movie, yeah, that's-
father.
Yeah, it was his father.
That's why he
I
was
found
in
that the
it.
other day.
Really? You didn't know that?
No, I did not know that.
I mean, after all the massive drug use that Keith Richards did and how crazy he was, that's what he based it off of.
Personally, I think one of these days they're just going to hang Keith Richards upside down and drain him for his blood,
He's gonna be a blood bag.
and he's gonna be a blood bag.
He's
Blood
gonna be.
bag.
And I think he's going to cure cancer.
Yeah, they're gonna use his blood to cure everything.
Right, because if that man's not dead yet,
Exactly. Him.
he is full of something good,
But he's
or not anymore. But
Sure. He's like 70 something.
I don't know. But his
He
knuckles are
looks-
fucking
yes,
scary.
He looks rough.
Have you seen the dude's fingers? I'll have to see if I
He's
can
Him
find a
and- him
been
picture.
playing guitar for
Dude, him and Mick Jagger.
longer than we've all been alive.
Mick Jagger's just scary in general.
Mick Jagger's gonna die on stage and nobody's gonna know for a year.
Well, I mean, that's just like him.
Mick
and-
Jagger's gonna like fall and his lips are gonna catch on the microphone and it's gonna like rip off.
That's just like him and Steven Tyler, man. That's just the ugliest people, but man, they can sing, and I'm sure they had.
Steven
Keith
Tyler
Richards is
is
70.
slowly becoming Caitlyn Jenner.
Yes.
Yeah, for a while now.
or the other way around.
I'm so confused.
I don't know.
All I have to say, I have a lot to say about that, but I'm not going to.
So let's
people.
before we get Gizmo started on some shit. What else was at the D23 Expo?
They're finally making an Incredibles 2.
Woohoo!
After all this time, it's finally it's happening.
So
I'm really
so-
excited because honestly, that's my favorite Disney Pixar.
So is the baby gonna be?
I don't
Jack?
know. I don't know any of the details. I'm sure he's gonna be.
I mean, they
in
showed
it.
like a promo picture
Yeah.
that had him still like I guess he's still a baby, so they were carrying Jack, but of course he has all those powers. Who knows what'll happen? They've also announced Toy Story 4,
Do we need another Toy
which
Story?
I'm not sure where they're gonna go with
No,
that.
this one's supposed to be with. It's supposed to be Woody and Bo Peep.
Oh,
It's
God.
supposed to be like their story or whatever.
Oh,
So it's not
no.
like a
So
full
like
story.
we said earlier, straight to DVD.
Right, that's gonna be Aladdin 3.
I don't know, man, because they've
Jafar
made
gets an eye exam.
so much money in that franchise.
3 or 4. And then of course
Nice.
Finding Dory.
I'm stupid excited about
I am
Finding
too.
Dory because to
Yeah.
this day, when people say, "What's your favorite movie?" I say Finding Nemo, and they kind of look at me kind of like a lost dog looking for nothing. Like
You were looking for your dad.
Well, I'm just saying, like when a dog's
I know.
confused and just stares at you and kind of goes,
Yeah.
like leans their head to one side. When I say my favorite movie is Finding Nemo, everyone goes, "No, really, what's your adult choice?" I'm like, but
Just
seriously,
keep swimming. Just keep. I mean,
Just-
hey,
Escape.
speaking of movies
this spelled just like a skate.
and kid movies and all that stuff. So, I'm the only dad in the group, and I took my son to go see Minions,
Aww.
and I hated it.
Okay.
It was too much Minions.
I've heard
It
a lot
was-
of mixed. Yeah.
I didn't
I think
hate
they're
it,
played out.
but it absolutely was not something that should have been a movie, like a title feature.
Well, it was so funny because I
Should like
remember
a
watching.
short
I
or
remember
something.
watching. Yeah, I remember watching Despicable Me 1 and 2, and then like, oh man, I can't wait for the Minion movie because the Minions are so funny. Yeah, they're funny in small doses.
Yeah, I think they're played out, to be honest.
Ooh, speaking of shorts, Did you guys see where they're coming out with the
$312 million to date. I don't think they're played out.
what, Minions?
Yeah, $312,969,000.
Look at Mr. Fact Checker over here.
I mean, every time I do go to Walmart, I do walk past a fart gun and tempted to buy it every single
You
time.
just use it every time you want to buy it, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I try.
Do you do that every time you do it?
We're like a
Speaking of shorts,
we're like a sick like brotherhood kind of thing. Like, we hate each other, but we get along so well. I don't get it. So I kind of want to choke Cody out right now.
Hey, Brooks, all you gotta do is hey, Cody, show that from your phone.
So,
do what?
speaking of shorts,
Asshole.
have you guys seen where Disney has come out with the Animated Studios short film collection? All the little shorts that they show before, like any of the Disney movies. That let's face it, if we download the movie, you don't get those.
Yeah. Yeah, they've come out with that once before, haven't they?
Well, they had
Pixar
Pixar
did.
shorts.
Oh,
Pixar's
yeah.
always had
Pixar's,
shorts.
yeah.
But Disney has never really come out with theirs. But I'm pretty excited about that. It's going to be like, I don't know, $20 when it comes out, and it'll just be a collection of however many there were.
Your stuff.
Yeah, it's going to be in the pile of things that hold this house together.
So we got all that stuff out of the way for the D23. Now let's get into the real stuff for D23 that got everybody really jacked up. That it's got, it's funny. You mention a trailer for something, and the internet turns into the biggest group of crack fiends you've ever seen in your life. Everyone is fiending over the Captain America trailer. Civil War. Everybody wants to see it.
Yes, of course.
It's just like Deadpool. Everybody was like, even like I said, I waited for Deadpool.
What kills me about trailers and all this other shit is we'll get them when we get them. It's not like we're just not going to get one.
Dude, the internet has just blown up with
But
memes of...
The entitlement of the people on the internet, which, we're part of that group. It's just the entitlement of some of these people is ridiculous. Like, give us a trailer now. Or what, bitch? You ain't going to do anything. Shut up. You're going to sit there and bitch about it behind your computer like everybody else. They're going to get it out to us.
You're going to piss and moan.
Right. Just shut the hell up. But, yeah, apparently there was new footage shown at D23, and everybody's freaking out about it, and everybody's all like, give it to us now.
Which, we'll let you guys know what we know about it so far. So, it's got Black Widow and Hawkeye on opposing sides. And the line from the footage, she asked, are we still friends? And he says, I don't know, depends on how bad or how hard you hit me. So they're on opposite sides. It shows Captain America and the Falcon fighting Crossbones with Black Widow helping. I think the biggest reveal, Black Panther.
I'm excited about Black Panther. That's going to
Yep.
be good.
Falcon's pet Falcon Red Wing. It's actually, you would think it would be bird, whatever. No, it's going to be, apparently in the movie, it's a drone.
Oh, okay.
Which is fine, because they've updated most of the, not superpowers to be up to date, but like Falcon. At no point in the comic books did he have a jetpack with these false wings, so it's fine. Run with it.
I'm not saying upset about it. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, but the fanboys out there, they're like, well, that's not really true. He really didn't have a drone as a pet.
Right.
Instead of just saying,
bitches
hey.
don't have time to be Falcon trainers. Whatever. Falk, whatever the fuck.
Words!
I don't know what a Falk is, but I mean.
Paul Rudd, Ant-Man. Ant-Man's going to be brought in
Yep.
Yeah,
for
also,
a brief moment.
they've announced the teams too. Have you guys heard those?
I do not know the team.
So basically, Team Iron Man is going to be War Machine, The Vision, Ant-Man, and Spider-Man. And then Captain America's team is going to consist of Black Widow, Hawkeye, Scarlet Witch, Falcon, and the Winter Soldier. Not to be... Well, yes. Yeah. So those are the teams.
Well, because the Falcon goes and helps Captain America find Bucky because he knows how much he means to him, whatever, and all that good stuff. That's part of that. And then what was I gonna say? Oh, it shows them debate. It shows Stark and Captain America debating their side, and Stark saying without boundaries we're no better than them.
Well, Stark also has the guilt of all the things that he's created, like Ultron, damn near destroying the planet. He's feeding off his own guilt, giving in to the government's plan for registration. And then, of course, Captain America, he reveals in The Winter Soldier that he feels like the government's overstepping itself by creating too much control. And we're losing our liberties that we fought for, that he directly fought for because he was there in World War II. He basically feels like the government now is not providing the freedoms that people have fought for. So I get the opposing sides. I'm curious to see how that plays out in the cinematic universe. But it should be interesting.
Did y'all ever play the video games Marvel Ultimate Alliance? Anybody?
Okay. I don't remember them.
Well, anyway.
Yeah, where you could be like 4 people.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, the second...
You talking about the old arcade game?
No. It was for PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
It was for PlayStation...
Oh, yes.
And Xbox.
And the second one was for PS3. And the second one was literally Civil War. So, it was pretty dope. So let's figure out that out there. We're talking about
that. So there was that... What else came out of D23 before we move on? Doctor Strange's outfit artwork got released for that and everything. I think that's pretty much about it from D23 that we know of anyway.
Do y'all want, since we're talking about comic books, and do y'all want to talk about DC Universe?
Segway.
I mean, to me, I hope all the movies are good, but I think DC's trying to put too much into their movies. Because from what I'm hearing...
They keep adding shit.
Exactly.
They just keep adding shit.
Because we've talked about this almost every week for the past 2-3 weeks. Did they add something different this week?
Well,
are they talking about more villains?
Yeah, from what I hear, Wonder Woman's fighting Doomsday. And I mean, I wasn't here for last week. I don't know if y'all talked about this, but from what I hear, there's a rumor that Wonder Woman's fighting Doomsday in Batman vs Superman.
And that may be how she ended up on our planet. Boom tube.
Yeah, I kind of think it's something like that too, because first of all, I mean, they show Zod's body, so there's a lot of theories going around that somehow they're gonna create Doomsday from Zod's dead body.
Yeah.
Also, in those trailers, I mean, it could be just speculation, but like that scene where Superman's like firing eye beams at Batman and he dodges out the way. I don't think that's Superman shooting though. That's just my theory.
Like Darkseid or something?
Yeah, something. It's something else. Not sure what, but yeah.
That's actually what I was thinking of when you said Doomsday. I was thinking Darkseid. It's like Boom Tubes. That's not Doomsday.
Boom Tube.
But yeah, I mean, hell,
they gotta have boom tubes from somewhere. They gotta get that technology.
They gotta do it, man. Mother boxes and all.
I mean, they're talking about Aquaman supposed to have a cameo in Batman vs Superman. Fucking The Flash supposed to be in it too. I mean,
that was still only speculation because people.
Right, but
freeze it. We talked about that last week. Freeze it. You see the Flash for like 2 seconds.
Well, what I feel like it's gonna end up being. It's going to end up being friggin', what is it, Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 3? Isn't he the one that directed Spider-Man 3 with the emo Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Where they had Venom, they had Sandman, they had whoever else. Like, too many friggin'...
Green Goblin, yeah.
Right, they had too many characters in one movie, and everybody was like, I don't understand what's going on right now. It's just too much.
So we'll talk about DC Constantine, the announcement of Constantine coming...
Yeah.
Constantine's show was canceled, and now they're talking about bringing him up in Arrow.
So now they're supposed to be ghosts.
Well, I'm really excited about that too. I'm curious if they plan to make him like just a regular in some capacity, or if this is just going to be a character we interact with every now and then. Also, it'd be really great, and I'm hoping that if the character's popular enough, CW go ahead and pick up Constantine and revive that. Yeah.
That's what I was wondering, because I saw it coming on, but I never watched it. Y'all said it was actually pretty decent.
It's pretty decent.
Yeah, I thought he did a good job.
Each episode by itself was decent, but it didn't seem to have... Okay, somebody can throw me under the bus in the comments section if you want to, but I personally don't feel like it had any kind of flow to it from each episode. Like it didn't have any.
Yeah, I mean, I can see where you're coming from with it. I don't know. To me, it was getting really good. Like at first, it was kind of like, whatever. But I thought he did good.
Well,
did it do anything like with the movie, or was it completely separate?
Oh, it's completely different. From what I understand,
because once they showed, once they actually explained about his cab driver, because you see him die in the first episode, and you're like, wait a minute, he came back?
No, he can't die.
Well, I mean, yeah,
or
because
he can't be killed.
Yeah, because apparently he absorbed like 90-something souls, so therefore he's got all these lives like a cat or something.
Like a cat. I got 99 lives, and this one ain't one. I don't know where you're going with that. I didn't know where I was going with that.
Speaking of Arrow, Stephen Amell, we all saw the clip. We kind of got excited over the WWE.
Stephen Amell versus Stardust.
Personally,
when he jumped in the ring and speared him.
I mean, that's good PR for him trying to promote the show, but I thought that was a terrible move.
Well, I don't know that he's going to be able to do anything with the show with that, because I don't know if the CW will sign off on that.
I mean, because
I thought didn't the CW at one point have wrestling on?
Well, but he was on. They did, but I mean, he was on WWE as himself.
Right, he's on there as
and even Triple H was like, "You're just an actor." Blah blah blah. You know, and he made fun of it and was like, "Who are you guys going to be? Red Arrow and Green Arrow?" But at the same time, he's still saying, "You're just an actor."
Well, the dude he is fighting with is like 5 feet tall.
Yeah, I know. I was like, "That's who you're partnering up with."
He's small, but I mean.
That dude Stardust is ridiculous, though. Have you guys seen any of the clips of him, like, talking smack?
No.
He acts like the trickster.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, just to me, that the whole wrestling, I was like,
Wrestling.
Even when he says
I feel like once you go below Tennessee, it's not wrestling anymore. It's wrestling.
Wrestling.
South Park reference, Matt. South Park reference.
No,
they took his job.
I'm gonna need you to stop stroking your new computer.
No, so smooth, so smooth.
If you guys hear a
that's me. I got a new computer and I'm touching it
with both hands.
With both hands. So what else was? Oh. The trailer for Attack on Titan, the live action Attack on Titan trailer.
So,
trailer that we all saw.
We have
Just
heard.
a trailer that was released.
We have heard.
It was just a trailer.
That some people might have gotten a hold of the official release of the movie.
Allegedly,
yes. This
of Shishmack on Schneiten.
There you go.
So we plan on trying to get a hold of that ourselves so we can review it.
Yeah,
before
hopefully
it's even released in Japan.
Hopefully we'll find it on a USB drive on the side of the road somewhere or something.
In the parking lot of a
gas station.
Now, if we see the movie and we officially hate it before it's even released, does that make us all hipsters automatically?
It does, maybe. But
it does, maybe.
Speaking of that, though, they did release
Attack on Titan or hipsters?
We do have the U.S. theatrical release date to that movie. It's a 2-part. Part 1 opens September 30th, and Part 2 is going to be on October 20th. Nice. And these are the American theatrical releases.
Now, y'all seen the trailer, right?
Obviously, we're not going to.
Obviously.
The trailer is actually, like, I'm not a huge anime fan. We've all talked about this. I'm not in anime. But the trailer looked like, I'm going to watch Attack on Titan.
I'm telling you, the show is amazing.
It's serious.
I'm going to try Attack on Titan because the trailer made it look awesome.
So, yeah, you know what other trailer made it look awesome? Fantastic Four.
Trailer magic. Oh, also, that brings up another point. This week they also announced that Season 2 of Attack on Titan will be next year. But in the meantime, until that comes out, they are releasing a chibi version of the series called... Yeah, it's Attack on Titan Academy.
Yeah, it's like or high or something. Yeah.
They're in school, and Eren Yeager, who's the main protagonist of the series... Well, I'm just going to tell you guys this. The reason why he hates Titan so much is because his mother was killed by one.
Not just killed.
Not just
bitten.
Not just killed. It's pretty gruesome. Yeah. I'm not going to lie. This show, Don't go in thinking it's like a.
No,
it's not
like,
for the faint of heart because it's pretty
You didn't
depressing
say
and
spoiler alert
gruesome.
before you said that.
I'm sorry, spoiler alert. Even though it's
Hey,
like
dude,
the
it's
first episode.
First episode.
Yeah,
It's not a
first
spoiler.
episode, like, yes.
But
We're just preparing you for what you're gonna
yeah,
see.
in this Attack on Titan Academy or whatever, the reason why he hates them so much is because they eat his favorite lunch food. So he vows vengeance on these Titans, and it seems like a pretty fun show, honestly. Obviously, it has nothing to do with the regular canon. It's just kind of like a filler till we get to season 2, which I'm really excited about.
So it's kind of like
that was why I had my hand up.
You had,
So- so
you
it's
had
kinda
your
like
hand
that.
up like
Yeah.
you were in
so it's
grade
kind of like the
school.
little.
I had already started talking.
It's kind of like the little Tachikoma clips to the Ghost in the Shell show.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so we're coming up on our time, and we saved the best for last.
That was my question.
Mr. Robot,
I'm glad I answered.
the new episode.
If you have not been watching this show,
You need to.
you are wrong.
Yeah.
You were dead wrong.
You have failed this podcast.
Oh yeah, you
Go
definitely
home.
have.
We can go ahead and let you know right now. We could tell you everything that's going to happen in this show, and when you watch it, your mind will still be blown.
Yeah.
Because there's so many theories and questions that we have talked about and had over the entire time. That what was you said that even though you knew it was coming, it was still like
there are some reveals in this show that I personally I'd called like
Right.
early in the series, and even after it's revealed, I'm still confused. Like I still have questions, which is
Wait, what?
impressive. Because it's like, wait, I was right though, right? But
Right.
You
I
were,
just-
but it's just
wait.
wait.
You want to feel like, yes, I called it, but then
But-
you're
I
like,
wanted to scream at the TV, yeah, but I was just kind of like,
but then you really think about it. You sit down and you think about it. You're like, did I learn anything here?
no joke. I paused my TV, and DirecTV goes to that little black screen. I sat there for like 20 minutes just thinking about it. I was like,
Well, but, I mean, because in the mirror,
I was just replaying everything.
when he looks at him after he punches the mirror, it
Spoiler alert!
Spoiler!
Spoiler alert!
We're gonna keep this spoiler free.
Episode 8. If you're not caught up,
I-
stop listening now. Have a good time. Look for us everywhere. Bush League Geek.
all right, for those who have watched it. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Let's not get into it.
I think
all
Brooks
the
was just
details,
rubbing his
though.
nipples while he said that. Oh my god! Oh my god!
But I wasn't gonna spoil anything. I'm just saying. But
Oh, you don't have
when he
cable
was
South Park reference.
when it showed all those, you're like, wait a minute. You're like,
That's exactly what I did. I was
Well, that's like I was sitting there, and to be honest, I was supposed to be working, getting some work in, and I was watching it, and for the last, I think, 10 minutes, I literally sat there in front of my TV with my mouth open, staring straight at the screen. I could not believe what I was like.
Okay, first, let's start with the flashback of Shayla. That was actually pretty cool and pretty revealing.
yeah.
But it also shows his mental state of, I did cause all this.
that
yeah,
made-
and I went back and I watched.
that made me sad.
Yeah,
Right.
I watched the first episode, this weekend again, and just thinking about it and paying attention to some stuff.
Knowing what you know now.
Knowing what I know now,
Right.
they lay it out.
Oh, yeah.
They lay it out several
And if
times.
you don't pay attention to that first episode,
Yeah.
you don't catch half of the shit. That's
Yeah.
why I think
Oh yeah,
it's brilliant.
this is a show that you have to watch in order, pay attention to, remember the whole 9 yards. Like you have to know what's going on.
and then you can also
or you'll
go
be
back
you can't
and
jump in on episode
yeah.
8 and you'll be just
Right.
You can also go back, rewatch it, and catch new things, which to me is just a breath of fresh air for a TV show. Because this is highly rewatchable, which
Yeah.
is great. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a show that you don't mind watching over and over and over.
I'm honestly really excited because at first it started out just one story, and then it kind of separated into 2 stories. And now I wonder if they're going to
Now
bring
you
them
just
back
don't know
together.
what the hell you're now
Well-
you don't know what you're watching. Like, wait,
Right.
is
Like
this
you-
happening?
You have Elliot's story,
Yeah.
and then you have Tyrell Welling's story, and both of them are getting fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm. And then you got. I'm sure they're going to talk about Mr. Robot now.
But they kind of
and that's the
intertwined a
thing.
little
That's,
bit though.
that's what they really fucked up in my head with episode 8 is who is Mr. Robot? If it is Mr. Robot,
Hashtag who is Mr. Robot? I mean, that's
Right.
legit. Like,
who is Mr. Robot? Is he Elliot, or is Elliot him, or are they the same people, or are they? Do both exist?
Well, no. Okay, there was
Yeah.
one. Okay, so if you've seen the show so far, you had to have had some sort of Fight Club
Flashback.
theory of some kind. And at the beginning of the show, the only thing that messed me up during episode 8 was whenever he sat in the car with Tyrell.
Right.
But at the beginning of the show, you see he gets the phone number from the sister. Well, I'm sorry, he gets the phone number from the girl.
Right.
And the whole time, like at the beginning of the show, he's talking. Christian Slater's in the back. No one's really paying attention to him. He walks up. The girl gets his phone number. The girl and him walk right past each other, never touch, never acknowledge each other or anything. And then he goes to her and is like, "Hey," or he goes to Elliot and is like, "Hey, why do you have her number?" Kind of thing.
Delete that.
Yeah.
Delete that. So it still has that Fight Club thing in it, except, like I said, it kind of threw me off whenever he got into the car with Tyrell.
But then when there was the sister reveal, you were like, what the fuck?
Hashtag spoiler.
Well, we set it up.
Right.
We said stop listening.
But then you see the pictures of Mr. Robot, and he's apparently with this family.
You know, I feel like we should just do like a Mr. Robot show. Who's for it?
We could,
I think it's season finale.
we can do it. You know what? After the season finale, let's just do a branch off, one off. Like, here's what we feel about Mr. Robot.
Let's
here's our
do it.
theories.
Because we could do that.
So we'll do that.
Yeah.
So we can go ahead and cut this shit off now.
Okay.
Let you guys get back to your day. Let Brooks do his spiel at the end.
Not gonna do it. I did it at the beginning because I knew this was gonna take a long because we had a lot to cover.
Do it for the Vine.
We had a lot to cover, so we want to thank everybody for listening. Check us out. Check our link out. Till next time.
My name is Jay.